वी शत्रून् ताढि वी मृधो नुदस्व. वी शत्रून् ताढि वी मृधो नुदस्व. अथर्वा 7.84. Punish the enemies. Be shatrun tadhi. Hit my enemies. Target my enemies. Punish my enemies. And we mrudho nudaswa. Motivate me for the fight. Motivate me for the fight. On the face of it, it appears very inhuman. That is, hit or punish my enemies and let me be prepared for a war. But this we have to see in relation with several other mantras. If I don't see so, if I take this mantra separately and try to understand it, it appears not right. If I take other things together and study this mantra, yes, the meaning will be when you speak of enemies, it is not personal. It's not personal. Maybe I don't like someone, so I treat that person as my enemy. That is purely subjective. Now the thing here is not subjective. If I am speaking as an enemy, it is an enemy to the society, an anti-social element. It is not my personal enemy. It is one very important thing that we have to understand. Because if I speak on the personal ground, maybe X is my enemy, and for X I am the enemy. So say enemy has to be punished. In one way or the other, I also will be subject to punishment. So it's not like that. It's not personal opinion, but it is purely anti-social elements whom we are considering it as. So this is something that we have to understand. And to manage with or to control the anti-social elements, we have got Chaturopaya. Chaturopaya. This is an age-old practice, Chaturopaya. That is, we have got 4 methods to conquer or to tame or to manage or control an antisocial element. Of course, you are familiar with these 4 Chaturopayas. They are called as Sama, Dana, Bheda and Danda. These are the 4 things. Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda. These 4 methods are very popular. Chaturopayas. Sama is to please them and bring them down. Oh, you are great. That is, always speak positive about them, and that positive thing will gradually transform them. It happens in some people. So we tell them, you are such a wonderful man, how is it you are doing like this? You are great, we expect this from you. You are a very intelligent person, so and so and so. And gradually, that person gets transformed into a good man. Because we impute goodness in that person. That is Sama. Then second is Dana. Then you tell them, okay, if you don't like this, you will be given this. You will be rewarded. You will get this reward. You will get that reward. Okay, for the sake of that reward, the person from back to good. So this is based on rewarding. That is Dana. Then third one is Bheda. Here we speak of comparison. See, that fellow is bad. Compared to him, you are not bad. How is it you are doing like this? So there is a comparison, and comparing, we make this person a bit happy because we are comparing with another person and telling that you are better, you are better, you are better. So this way of telling will gradually improve the personality of the person whom we are trying to tame or tackle. This is also possible. This is another way of doing it. Sometimes all the above three will not work. Sama, Dana, Bheda. All the three will not work. Then the only thing what is left is Danda. Danda is to penalize, is to punish. So that becomes inevitable. So we punish them and we tell them you are being punished because of change. Others will punish you. So for the fear of punishment, the person may undergo it. Most of the time, the fourth one will work. Most of the time, the fourth one will work. 1 to 3 will satisfying for everyone. No harm is done. But in the fourth one, yes, we punish them. Now here the thing is not this punishment violence? This is a question. Now here, it is understood as non-violence only, even though there is punishment, even though there is some physical blow. Because if I don't do that, the person continues to be a bad person and it harms not only that person, also the society. So it is for us to transform that person to a good person. That is for his sake and for the sake of the society. So to avoid a greater punishment, to avoid a greater problem, okay, a little blow, little punishment is okay. And that is considered as non-violence. But once I repeat, it should not be on the personal ground, but should be the ground of the society and society's welfare. This person is an anti-social element, he has to be tackled with, yes. If you do it in that sense, yes, it is non-violence for me. This is one part of it. The second part is, now what we are speaking of is not such an easy thing, it's not a cakewalk. We have to fight with them, we have to tame them. For that it needs a lot of patience, lot of bravery, lot of valor, and lot of knowledge, especially the psychology. So all this is needed, and I should be equipped with all this if I want to tackle the situation. So I have to equip myself to tackle such situation and finally bring on that person who is on the wrong track. So I have to be motivated to gain these patience, knowledge, tolerance, perseverance. So that's what the second part is. I'm praying God, give me that. And you motivate me to take this fight head on. Let me not be afraid of what is going to happen. Let me be brave and tackle this. So for that, I equip myself. Unless I equip myself, things cannot happen. So I'll equip myself to give me all the necessary information and data and courage. I will do it. So that's the other part. Now finally what happens is, a bad person will be transformed. I stress the word transform. That's the Vedic concept. Transform. So when you transform, one bad person is gone and we get a good person. But his punishment is capital punishment. That is to kill the person because he is bad, because he has committed some crime. Of course, we lose a bad person, but we never get a good person. But if we transform, yes, the bad person is gone and good person is generated. So this is very important. So all these things are there. It is Vishatrun Ati Vrudho Nudaswa. Nudaswa is motivate. Nuda Prerane. Nuda Prerane. So please motivate me to take this as a fight, to treat this as a fight, and make me courageous with knowledge, patience, tolerance, perseverance. I will take this fight and see that all enemies are transformed, are punished. Now, coming to this punishment part, the word what I have got in Vedic language is Shiksha. Shiksha. Now, the beautiful thing is, the word Shiksha, which is referred to as punishment, and Shikshana, which is referred to as education, both come from the same root. Shiksha Vidyopadane. Shiksha Vidyopadane, punishment. And we have got another word Shikshana, which means education. And both Shiksha and Shikshana come from the same root. And that root is Shiksha Vidyopadane. Shiksha Vidyopadane. So, the basic meaning of the root Shiksha is to impart knowledge. So, whether it is Shiksha, punishment, or it is Shikshana, education, both mean imparting knowledge. Shikshana is imparting knowledge to a person who is interested in learning. And Shiksha is imparting knowledge to a person who has done something wrong. So you have to educate that person and tell him, okay, what you have done is wrong, this is right. You should be aware of what is right, what is wrong. You should be able to discriminate between the two. Okay, you have done something wrong, you rectify it and become a good man. Okay, this education is given to a person who has done something wrong. It's called a Shiksha, punishment. So these are the basic things what we have to understand. So the enemies, let they be punished, that is Shiksha, let they be educated and motivate me for this fight. It's a noble fight, it's a fight. And if I am right, the same concept you find in Islam also. They call it as jihad. Jihad is the same fight. But today they have misinterpreted it very much. And they said those who don't believe in Islam, kill them. That is jihad, holy war. But there's something holy war. The real holy war, what is to fight problems in us, to fight the bad things in us, and to fight the anti-social elements and to transform them. That's a real jihad. So those who have studied Islam well, they speak of jihad like this. But the fundamentalists understand jihad in a different way, and they all have become great terrorists. That's the problem. So you should not mistake this for jihad. It is to educate them, it is to transform them, and it is a fight, and we need tolerance, we need perseverance, and we need knowledge. And we are praying God for that, Satchidananda for that. Vi Shatrun Tadhi, Vi Mrudho Nudaswa. That Nudaswa is Nuda Prerane. To motivate us for this fight. The next one. Vidyeya Amrutamashnute. Vidyeya Amrutamashnute. Yajurveda 4.14. Vidyeya Amrutamashnute. We'll be able to experience, we'll be able to consume, experience Amrita. Amrita is nectar. Yes, nectar is the one meaning. The right meaning is Amrita is moksha. mukti, salvation, getting out of this birth and death cycle. Because usually mruta we understand it for birth and death cycle. So birth and death, that is mruta. Amruta is getting out of this birth and death cycle. Nectar is also okay, but nectar is a Puranic concept. We don't have any such nectar to be drunk so that we become immortal. No. We have to work for it and we have to come out of this birth and death cycle, and that state is called as Amruta. Nectar is Puranic, not Vedic. Then Vidya, through right knowledge, through right practice, and through devotion, yes, we will be able to come out of this birth and death cycle. Now in this mantra, they have another word called avidya. Vidyancha avidyancha yastadvedo bhayam saha. Avidyaya mrutyam tirtva vidyaya amrutamashnute. So that is the mantra, whole mantra. Now they speak of avidya. So usually when you speak of vidya and avidya, understand they are opposites. Vidya is knowledge and avidya is foolishness, ignorance. But here in this mantra, they have a totally different definition. Vidya, avidya. Vidya is of course knowledge, which is helpful to get out of this birth and death cycle. All that knowledge which is helpful in getting out of this birth and death cycle is called vidya. Avidya is not foolishness, avidya is not being dumb, avidya is not ignorance, but avidya means all other knowledge which is materialistic. That they have called it as avidya. Materialistic knowledge is avidya, spiritual knowledge is vidya. Both are essential. We should know the mundane things, materialistic things also, but we should understand that that is not the end of it. We have got two goals. One is materialistic, another one is spiritual. This I have been telling again and again. Two goals. Ubhayatra te artham. Artha means goal. So both are to keep in mind and work out. Leaving the material thing and only concentrating on spiritual thing is also an imbalance. Because whatever I do spiritually, I first exist, live, fill my belly, and be part of this society and family. So that's all materialistic. But that's not the end of it. For survival and existence, yes, I need this material world. I should not get myself involved in this too much. Up to a certain level, up to the level of my sustenance, up to the level of my living, yes. Then I have to pursue my spiritual goal upon it. So I have to concentrate on both. My footing is of course in the material thing. My stand is on the materialistic thing. And once I am able to stand, yes, my pursuit is spiritual pursuit. So that is the balancing point. I need both. So vidya is that which helps us to get out of the birth and death cycle. Avidya is all the mundane and material things, knowledge of them. So we need the help of both vidya and avidya. And by knowing avidya, avidya, I once again repeat, is not ignorance, is not foolishness, is not being dumb. That's also knowledge. But this knowledge is for material things. It doesn't help us to get out of this birth and death cycle. Whereas the spiritual knowledge will help us do it. So that is referred to as vidya, this is referred to as avidya. So one who knows both vidya and avidya, he will be able to cross the material things with the help of avidya and finally enjoy or experience amrutatva with the help of vidya. Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. Ashnu is ashabhakshane. To eat, to consume, to experience, to grasp, to be in a state Vidyaya amrutam ashnute. So, it's not just Vidya, we also need the knowledge of avidya. Avidya is materialistic, mundane things. Next one. Vidhyata, dha is Mahaprana. Vidhyata, vidyuta, rakshaha. Vidhyata, vidyuta, rakshaha. Now this whole mantra we can take down for study. That's very good. Rigveda 1.86.9. Rigveda 1.86.9. Now let's take the whole mantra. Yuyam. ಈ ಬಾಗಿಲೊಂಚೂರು ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ. ಇಂದು ತತ್ ಸತ್ಯ ಶವಸ. ಯೂಯಂ ತತ್ ಸತ್ಯ ಶವಸ. ಆವಿಷ್ಕರ್ತ ಮಹಿತ್ವನ. ಆವಿಷ್ಕರ್ತ ಮಹಿತ್ವನ. ಯೂಯಂ ತತ್ ಸತ್ಯ ಶವಸ. ಆವಿಷ್ಕರ್ತ ಮಹಿತ್ವನ. One single line, vertical. Vidyata, vidyuta, raksha. Vidyata, vidyuta, raksha. That vidyata is Mahaprana, vidyuta is Alpaprana. Vidyuta, raksha. Rigveda 1.86.9. Now it is giving a very clear instruction to all the Satchits. It is referring all the Satchit as Satya Shavasa. Satya Shavasa. Shavas means power. Shavas means power. Satya Shavasa. O Satchits, whose power is truth. Your power is truth. If you realize the truth, yes, you become powerful. Now it's totally different from the animal world. In the animal world, might is right. Might is right. So if a person is strong, yes, they rule. Survival of the fittest. That's the law in the animal world. That's the jungle law. Whereas in human society, that won't work. A person may be physically weak, but if the person is intelligent, yes, he can rule over even the strongest. So in human society, the rule is different. That is, knowledge and truth is the power here. Physical power is the real power in animal world. Now this difference we should be able to understand. One second. Namaste. Satya Shavas, O Satchit, whose power is truth, whose strength is truth, whose strength is realization of truth. So it is addressed to those Satya Shavas. all of you, tat, that truth, avishkarta. Avishkarta is discover. You seek truth. You discover truth because that's your strength. That's your power. So discover that. Someone may say, I am not capable of doing it. I don't have that strength to discover truth. Then it says, no. Every one of you is endowed with strength. Don't compare it with others, but I have given strength to everyone. So it says Mahitvana. With whatever strength you have got, you search for truth. Don't compare with others. Maybe another person is very strong and they can search truth better. But that is not your issue. You have got your own strength. With that strength, you discover truth on your own. Mahitvana. Yuyam tat satya shavasa avishkarta mahitvana. Satya shavasa, O Sachit. Mahitvana, with whatever strength you have got, you discover avishkarta. Yuyam avishkarta. Tat, that truth. Yuyam tat satya shavasa avishkarta mahitvana. So for all human beings, it's their bounden duty to discover truth. Of course, with their own strengths. Don't compare it with others. Everyone is given some strength. Using that strength, you start discovering truth. Seek truth. And that truth is your power. So usually I give an example for this. Imagine an elephant and a small boy. Now that elephant, of course, is definitely the stronger one. And this boy is a small boy. But a small boy sits on the elephant having that small trident. What do you call it as Ankusha. So if he has got that, he'll be able to control that whole elephant, even a small boy. Because he knows the weak point of the elephant. That is this portion near its neck. Shall we controlling the whole elephant, the most powerful animal, compared to the small boy, the stronger animal, he'll be able to control and manage it and get the work done with the help of a small trident. And he just pierces it there and it experiences a lot of pain as its weak point. And this knowledge of weak point makes this small boy stronger than even an elephant. Because he has realized the weak point of that animal and he controls it with the help of that weak point. So here, what works is not physical power, but the knowledge of truth. In this example, knowledge of that weak point. So, learn, discover, seek truth, and you become stronger. Then what to do? Vidyata, vidyuta, rakshaha. Rakshaha are those things from which you have to protect yourself. Rakshaha are those thoughts, actions, words from which you have to protect yourself. That is all that is harmful. Harmful thoughts, harmful actions, harmful words. And you have to protect yourself from all those. They are all called as put together rakshaha. So all those, vidyata means just smash them. Just smash them. And what is your power? Vidyuta. Vidyuta is lightning. And with the help of that lightning force, you smash all those from which you have to protect yourself. And that lightning force is nothing but that satya, the truth, knowledge of truth, what we have discovered. So that is a lightning force. And that is your power. So using that lightning force, you smash all these things, you write off all these things and be protected. Vidyata, vidyuta, raksha. It is true at all times to all people Okay, whenever I'm in trouble, yes, that trouble or problem, I have to fight it out and eradicate it. So to eradicate it and fight against it, I need some tool, and that tool is knowledge of truth. Now this truth has to be discovered, and once I discover this truth, yes, any problem I can tackle, any problem I can eradicate, and every problem has got a solution. The only thing is I should know what it is, and knowing it is seeking truth. Yuyam tat satyashavasa avishkarta mahitvana vidyata vidyuta rakshaha. With the help of that knowledge, what I have discovered, with the help of knowledge, what I have realized, you smash all those anti-human elements and you get protection. You will be protected. And the power what you are using is that lightning power. And that lightning power is nothing but the knowledge of truth. Vidyata vidyuta rakshaha. So with the help of this, I have explained the whole mantra. And this we have to remember always. If there is a problem, it implies that my knowledge is in short supply. Because of that shortage of knowledge, because of lack of that knowledge, yes, the problem has propped up, has come up. And with the help of my knowledge, I can always fight against and eradicate it. Knowledge is the only thing which can help me out of my problems, out of the blows of many problems. The only thing is I have to discover truth and find out where is the problem and come out of it. It's always possible. The root of the problem may be in me, maybe in my thinking, maybe in my words, maybe in my action, maybe outside. But I have to discover it. And discover what is the truth and what is the real cause for this problem. Yes, I can out of it. That's a process for anyone at any point of time, anywhere. There is no other go. It may be modern day management problem in an organization, problem in a factory, problem in an office, problem in our personal life, problem in our family, problem in society, anything. The way we have to tackle it only this. Study the problem under a microscope, find out the root and hit at the root. So finding the root of the problem is discovering it, discovering truth, discovering facts. So once I discover the facts and truth and work against it, yes, the problem will be solved. Anywhere. Vidyata vidyuta rakshaha. Dharmaji, next one. Yes, please.
Here, Vidyuta refers to knowledge or truth.
Yes, please.
Vidyuta, does it refer to knowledge or truth?
Vidyuta is a lightning power. Vidyata is to smash, to hit, to eradicate. Vidyuta is that lightning power. And that lightning power is nothing but the truth that we have realized, we have discovered. Now another point what we have to remember here is, it doesn't tell us to just believe something. It asks us to discover. This is a very important thing. Vedas are never for believing. It's not for blind belief. It says whatever comes to you, you research, you discover, you experiment, and then realize truth, then apply it. So Vedas never say to believe. But when you go to other religions, Veda is not a religion, it's a, after all, if I want to use the word religion, it is human religion. But all other religions, they say, they first give a list to you. You see, this is the list what we have got. If you believe these things without questioning, yes, you belong to our group. Maybe Islam, maybe Christianity, maybe some other school of thought. They give a list of beliefs They give a list of things which are to be accepted without questioning. But Vedas never say so. They say question everything, including what is Vedas is telling, including that. You experiment. If it is true, you take it. Otherwise, leave it. But without questioning, without experimenting, without experiencing it, don't believe anything, including Vedas. That's what it says. It is so confident that if you experiment and experience, you will naturally accept what is said in the Vedas. It is so confident because that is the truth. If there is an element of untruth, yes, we cannot take this risk. Because on experimentation, on discovery, and on experiencing, yes, it will be proved wrong, it will be proved untruth. So this is a problem. Only that which is truthful will have the confidence of facing any test, any discovery, any experiment. And that is the Vedas. Not to be believed. You can try experiencing it. You can try experimenting it. That's what I've been telling. Whether there's a problem in a family, maybe in society, maybe in the corporate world, how do you tackle a problem? Only when you realize the truth. The truth may be the cause of the problem. So once you realize truth, yes, it is very easy to solve that problem. So you have to discover the truth, the root cause of that problem, and everything will be fine. That's what they teach in management classes. And as Veda has told thousands of years ago itself, that is a procedure. That procedural aspect is the same. Maybe yesterday, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, anywhere in our personal life or in the corporate life. Same. Maybe at the national level, politics, if there is a problem, yes, there also we have to do the same thing. So, Vidyata, Vidyuta Rakshaha is part of that mantra. That mantra is Yuyam Tat Satya Shavasa Avishkarta Mahitvana Vidyata Vidyuta Rakshaha. Okay, next one. Vibhuhu. Vibhuhu. Prabhuriti. Vibhuhu. Prabhuriti. ಇದು ತ್ವೋಪಾಸನೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿಸೋದು? ತ್ವ ಉಪಾಸನೆ ತಾನೆ? ತ್ವೋಪಾಸನೆ. ವಯಂ ವಿಭೂಃ ಪ್ರಭುರಿತಿ ತ್ವಾ ಉಪಾಸ್ಮಹೇ ವಯಂ. ವಿಭೂಃ ಪ್ರಭುರಿತಿ ತ್ವಾ ಉಪಾಸ್ಮಹೇ ವಯಂ. ಅಥರ್ವ 13.4.47. ಅಥರ್ವ 13.4.47. ವಿಭೂಃ ಪ್ರಭುರಿತಿ ತ್ವಾ ಉಪಾಸ್ಮಹೇ ವಯಂ. ವಯಂ ವಿ. Twa upasmahe. Upasmahe twa. We shall worship twa, you. Vayam we, upasmahe, shall worship twa, you. As. Vibhuhu prabhuhu iti. Iti is as. Vibhuhu prabhuhu. Vibhuhu, a special entity. Vayam we, upasmahe, shall worship twa, you, iti as, vibhuhu, a special entity. Prabhuhu, as our master, as our leader. And who is that special entity and that master? That's nothing but Satchidananda. O Satchidananda, we shall worship you as a special entity and as our master, as our guide, as our leader. So here it speaks of the relationship between Satchit and Satchidananda. Satchit and Satchidananda. For all Satchit, Satchidananda is the master. Because the Satchidananda has given us this Sharira Indriya Manas, has given us this world, has given us this guidance, has shown us the way, what we have to do as human beings, and we are indebted to that Satchidananda. It's our leader, it's our master. We are bound by its rules. We are bound by its system. Of course, within the system we have got little freedom. But as far as the system is concerned, yes, we are bound by that. We are within that framework. And it is a special entity, Vibhu. I told in the very beginning that we have got three entities, Sat, Satchit and Satchidananda. Out of these three, Sat is inert, Satchit is having its consciousness, awareness, but Satchidananda is very special among the three because it exists, is omniscient, and also the source of all bliss, Ananda. So it's a special entity. So, O Satchidananda, we shall recognize you as, number one, a special entity. We shall recognize you and understand you as our master, and we shall pray to you. Vibhuhu Prabhuriti Tva Upasmahe Vayam. When you say we pray, we worship, it is not blindly as we do as prescribed in Puranas, but here my worship or my prayer is my surrendering to your laws, your rules, and leading life in accordance with that. That is real prayer and that is real worship. To share the divine qualities and to uplift my life from animal life to a human life and from a human life to a divine life. And this is a progress. And all this progress I will be able to achieve in human form, of course, when I follow the divine instructions. And following those divine instructions, as explained in the Vedas, is real prayer, is real worship. It has to be done internally. It's not a show. My prayer or my worship is not a show. It's not external. It is purely internal. Because when I really worship God, I submit myself to the rules of the laws of that Satchidananda, and my submission to that Satchidananda is purely internal at the spiritual level. So when I do this, my soul becomes purer, my soul becomes stronger, and that's again internal. So that which is stronger, that which is pure, yes, that soul will be capable of experiencing bliss. So all these processes are internal. And that internal process is what is called as devotion, is what is called as bhakti, is what is called as worship, is what is called as prayer. It is not a show. It is not that I have a big photo of the God and worship it. That becomes external. It is purely internal. My thought processes are purified. I will not encourage jealousy. I will not give place to anger in me. I will not give place for avariciousness. I will not give place to distorted ego. I fight against them. Now all this fight is not external but is purely internal. All these enemies, Arishadvarga, what we call Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. They are all enemies in us, not external. So I have to fight with these inner enemies, enemies which are in us, and protect the soul and make the soul stronger and purer. Everything is internal. So all this we are doing internally. And that process of doing all these things internally is real worship, is real devotion, is real prayer. So all that we shall do, treating you, understanding you, that is Satchidananda, understanding you as a special entity and as our master, as our guide. So your guidance is the ultimate for us. Your guidance is final for us, is supreme for us. Yes, we shall take it and do all these things because you are our master, you are a special entity. So with that spirit, with that outlook, yes, we pray to you, and that is real prayer. We worship you, that is real worship. We take your instructions and transform our lives to divinity from humanity. First of all, you should become human beings, but most of the time you will have these pashavi. Pashavi means animal-like instincts. So we work with animal-like instincts. Now those animal-like instincts we have to tame and convert it into humane feelings, and these humane feelings have still to be converted into divine feelings. This is possible only when I consider Satchidananda as a special entity and consider it as my leader, consider it as my master, and take its instructions. It will happen, it will work out. So it depends upon our seriousness. More serious we are, the time what we need for this is less. Less is our seriousness, more time it will take. They are inversely proportional. More seriousness, less time. Less seriousness, more time. So the whole thing is on our hands. Should I be more serious? Should I be less serious? How fast I will be able to do it? How well I will be able to do it? Yes, it all depends on our endeavor, our perseverance, our sadhana. And all this is real prayer. All this is real worship. It is not something external. It is not a show of my religious nature. If I am serious about my religion, if I am serious about my prayer, if I am serious about my worship, yes, I have to do it inside me. Antaranga. It is very important. Next one. Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Mahan Asi. Mahan Asi. Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Mahan Asi. Atharva 20.62.6. Atharva 20.62.6. Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Mahan Asi. Okay, we shall go into the details of this in the next session. Good night for all of you, and for few, good day.